everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book haul, three different places. So let's get started. So the first two books I got them off of Barnes & Noble, the website, and that is book 2 and 3 of the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I like these covers better than the original ones. They're so pretty. Next, I got all 4 books in the Books of Bayern series by Shannon Hill. So I don't know a whole bunch about these, but Reagan at Peruse Project, she has said some pretty good things about these books, so I just wanted to give them a try, and they were like really inexpensive, so I was like, why not? The first book is The Goose Girl. Follows Crown Princess Andori, who spends her life listening to her aunt's stories and learning the language of birds. And as she grows up, she discovers or develops the skills to speak to animals. And then she is sent away to marry a prince in a foreign land. Some things happen and she ends up having to go on the run, and it just, I don't know, it sounds really interesting. It's like it makes me kind of think of like the Swan Princess and like, what is it? I think it was like the 12 Dancing Princesses or something like that. So it kind of like, I don't know, like fairy tale themed kind of. And then the second book, In a Burning, follows Inna and her brother Leifer, who has discovered that he has the ability to make fire without a spark, so he can just like there, you know. So she can't decide whether it's, you know, it's a good thing or a bad thing. But then the country, like Bayern, is thrust into war, and she just has to try to survive, see if maybe she can keep her brother kind of away from like going down like a bad road. So this book follows Razzo, who is, I think, a captain. Oh no, his captain. He works on a ship. So his captain asks him, Razzo, to escort an ambassador into Bayern's greatest. Their enemy basically is Tira, and bodies start showing up, and he has to befriend like the right people for, like, you know, political and all that, to not only get himself but the soldiers that are under his command out alive. And then the last one, it's got a little freaking sticker on it, but is Forestborn. And this actually follows Razzo from River Secrets, his sister Rin, who is very fond of trees. And then for whatever reason they start to reject her, and then something happens and she ends up like escaping her brother from under, you know, his watch and all that. And she meets up with 3 other girls, I think girls from the other books, Izzy, Inna, and Dasha. And they go towards the kingdom of Kel, where someone apparently wants them all dead. Next, I got all 3 books in the Sorcerer Ascendancy, right? Sorcery Ascendant sequence, by Mitchell Hogan. And then the first book is called A Crucible of Souls, and this follows a young man or a young boy whose parents are slain, and he is raised by priests, and they teach him kind of like sorcery, kind of, and then like, you know, he's always grown up. He wanted to know more about like his past, who his parents are, I think, like where he came from, you know. And so he takes off on a journey to find out everything about himself. And he finds out that the world outside the monastery is a darker place than he ever imagined, and his treasured sorcery has disturbing depths he does not fully understand. As a shadowy evil manipulates the unwary and forbidden powers are unleashed, Caladan is plunged into an age-old conflict that will bring the world to the edge of destruction. So it just, I don't know, it sounded really cool. It's got, you know, someone searching for his past and some kind of magic in it. And then I got the second book, Blood of Innocence, and this follows Caladan and another group, and like in the first book there's a war that starts, and then the war is not going well for the people in the Peruse Empire, and just some things go on. He's gotta, you know, they gotta survive. Book three, The Shattered Empire. It's still continuing on with the war. Two great empires Face off in a deadly game of supremacy, potent sorcery and creatures from legend have been unleashed. To turn the tide of war and prevent annihilation, Caladan must learn to harness his fearsome and forbidden magic. But as he grows into his powers, the young sorcerer realizes that not all the monsters are on the other side. So, I don't know. This just seemed like a really, really good trilogy. And it's got really decent ratings on Goodreads, so I want to give it a shot. The last book I got is Roar by Cora Carmack. So this follows Aurora, who is basically like queen in waiting. She's almost queen. In a land full of magic, she doesn't have any magic. Like, her powers haven't manifested. So to keep that a secret from the people, Aurora's mother has basically given her away into marriage to another prince in another kingdom. And apparently he scares the crap out of her. You know, he's got some dark secrets and stuff. I don't know. And apparently she wants to steal some magic for her own. So, I don't know. This just seemed really, really interesting. The Stormlings, there's, you know, storm magic. I don't know. And it's just beautiful. So, I don't know. So, I have recently begun reading the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. I've already read the first book, Assassin's Apprentice, and I'm on the second book, which is Royal Assassin, and I'm freaking loving it. Holy crap, holy crap. These books are very highly spoken of, and so far I'm freaking loving them. So I just went ahead and got all 3 books in the Tawny Man trilogy. So there's Fool's Errand, and Golden Fool, and then Fool's Fate. So I am very quickly going to suddenly own almost all of Robin Hobb's books. Like, I do not regret buying these at full price. I would do it all over again. I am super excited. Alright, that is it for this little haul thing. I'm sorry, I know I kind of I'm not the best at these, but it's a learning process, you know, just gotta get around that curve to, you know, that was corny. But anyway, so alright, thank you very much for watching. If you have read any of these books, let me know if you liked them or if you didn't. It's totally fine. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My Twitter and Goodreads accounts will be linked down below in case you want to follow me on any other social media. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.